What's up, guys? What do we have for today? I have these two ones that had a partnership with OpenAI yesterday, and then I have another one as well. Kind of was interesting, which is AVA. I'm not exactly sure why it's gapping up. It's a strong sector. What's the news on this? Not this. Is it earnings? No, but it is gapping up. So it's kind of a focus for today. If not, only two positions at the moment are ONDS and SNDK. SNDK actually doing pretty good. Kind of pulled back a bit yesterday, but today it's kind of recovering all of that, up 3.5% in pre-market. ONDS, it's kind of the other way around. Had a very strong day yesterday, and today is just pulling back just a little bit, which is nothing to worry about, by the way. If not, these two setups, AIV being the main focus, it's moving much faster. It's good, but this one is also catalyst driven, so this is also a very strong one. I have QBTS, doesn't seem to be moving much pre-market, but has a very good range. And then U, maybe. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. It's kind of a slower stock, kind of a bit of a random one, but I mean it's in a good sector. It's kind of a strong stock as well, so it could break out today, and actually it looks like it might do it. If not, the rest of the watch list kind of looks pretty slow, except these aerospace stocks, but there's no entry on any of them. Entry would have been on this day, Friday, which would have gave a very wide stop, not a worthy sizing. So I decided to skip them. HYMC yesterday, very strong breakout. Other than that, there's not much. I mean, there's some setups that are, getting better and better, but for today, doesn't look like there's much. This, I'll remove that. All right, so Ava, why is Ava gapping up? Following something with NVIDIA. With it's called Omni 4D. Okay. So that's some good news as well. So good news from Ava. Good news for Zeta. These two ones. Ava being, again, my focus because of the higher ADR. Zeta is also very good since, they partner with OpenAI. So this is catalyst driven. But I prefer Ava range. Although Zeta is kind of a sideways as well. QPTS, you kind of my top four for today. S&P is now at 5% pre-market. Pretty interesting. Excited to see what we'll have for today. Let's look at our gap scanner. Zeta and Ava at the top. LMS, no. It's just going down. SLS. Doesn't look like much other than that. I'll send out the list in the Discord for my focus. All right. We're doing pretty good to start the year. Very, very good. We have two great positions and looking maybe for a third one today. Third, fourth, depending on how it goes. Again, we don't want to force anything. The market still kind of is, I mean, the market is doing better. It's just not perfect still. But we are headed in the right direction market wise. So we'll see. These two are looking very, very good for today. Do you guys have any other stocks you might be looking at this morning that I'm not covering or I'm not talking about? I know you talked about MP, but MP, I'm not a fan of it. First of all, it's pretty weak compared to the rest of its sector, but it also, I mean, kind of broke out here or maybe here if you didn't want to take it the first day. Today is just continuation, so it's not worth it. It would be a chase following that move. I guess technically could break out of this or like this or whatever the range you're looking at close to this. But no. HYMC, yeah, HYMC broke out yesterday, right here. Today's continuation. If you got in yesterday, it's a very good one. If not, today would be technically a chase, so I'd stay out of it. Okay, yeah. I personally did not get into as well. I kind of didn't like the initial move it made. The range overall kind of looked choppy a bit, but it just had a good follow through. It's a very strong stock, so it's leading its sector at the moment. The first time I talked about this was here. It's up like 150 or so percent since then. 140, close to. Very strong stock. Maybe we get another opportunity in it. Maybe not. Worst case scenario, we just don't trade it. So it's not that bad, to be honest. We'll have many other setups. The year is only starting, and 30 seconds before market open. What about IWM today? Does it look like it's gapping down a bit? Yesterday looked very, very good. SPY also looks not so bad. QQQ is a bit worse, but still technically not that bad. It's above 2 SMAs, 3 SMAs. So SNDK, wow, it's going. Let's see if it can hold again. Oops. If it does, maybe we take another small trim at the end of the day. We'll see. If not, we already did take a good trim. Stop loss is pretty deep into profits. These two, let's see what they provide us. This one with here. Kind of a slower one though. This one. I say, wow, I said you can't not. Something happened. It's up 10% already. What the? I mean, I'm not mad at it at all. I just kind of surprised how fast it's going today. And I didn't see any news. Happy to see it run. Yeah, of course. Of course, we're all happy to see it run. How much are we up on this? Since entry, I'm up 31% at the moment. It's very good. 32. Not mad at it. It's doing its job. And even though we did take a trim, our size is actually pretty good too, right? Making a quick post on X about SNDK. And our GV, I think I have that in the watch list, right? Yeah. Actually, it's not bad. I'm not sure why I didn't put it higher. Let me put it here. It's looking pretty good this morning. Range could be seen here. It's not the strongest one in its sector. I guess this could be a more presented range. All right. What about this selling off for now? This selling off a bit. What would the size be on this? Let me put an alert at the hive today. 1652. U is not bad. It's kind of a slower stock. NRGV is clearly breaking out. I hope volume starts to pick up. QBTS also might be going. Right. So this 1652, what would the size be on this? Then 1520. It wouldn't be that bad. What about this one? 2312. We have 1 minute to do that. 50 seconds now. Before we get to the 5 minute confirmation NRGV. 499. And then right now it's at 531. That size would be pretty good. Well, not perfect, but still not bad. I'm not a fan of it. I think I'll move this higher. Zeta, what would the size be? 2255, and then did I move this? 12. Okay, yeah, it just moved. And this would be 2312. Size would be very, very good on that. NRGV. NRGV might be an entry for today. Actually, it just confirmed right now. So I'm going to take 1/4% of it right now. The volume technically is not bad. It's starting to pick up. So I'm only taking 1/4% risk on this. All right. Sizing. Sizing isn't terrible. Actually, it's pretty fine. Stop is at the low of the day, which is 499. I'm just under a 1/4% risk. Sending out the alert right now. And a 1/4% risk. Technically, this with the market, this could have been 0.5% risk, but with the volume, I decided to be more conservative. 1/4% is still fine for now, I think. So NRGV, Ava, Zeta, not doesn't look like much for today. What about QBTS? If QBTS goes, I'll put her still at the I have the day here, 46.75. Just in case. QBTS, I'm kind of interested. I don't want to let this run without me. Doesn't look like much for today, but I mean for now. What would a size be? 30.08. And then this yesterday's eye I'm looking at 31.33. Size would be pretty good. So I'm hoping this goes. Wow, SNDK is up 13% right now, 311. What even is happening on this? Energy V is actually going quite a lot right now. It's picking up fast. Yeah, QBTS. I'm waiting on yesterday's high. If it takes above yesterday's high, I'll take an entry, 1/4% risk, just to be sure. What about the volume on this? Is it picking up? Yeah, it's pretty much average, I would say for now. NRGV volume is volume is picking up for sure. SNDK, I actually don't know at all what's happening on this, but I'm not mad if it just keeps going up. Of course, it's pulling back a bit right now, but with a day like this, if it's somewhat able to hold up, very good spot to take a smaller trim. I mean, technically, we already did take a quarter, I think 30%, a 30% trim. So today, I guess would be like a 10% or so trim. Majority of our profits already made. Right now, we're just letting it run. Because I mean, it might not be over yet at all, basically. What about the rest of the watch list? Hut already broke out. Already, yeah. Silver is not done. I was opening this Boulder range here. Somewhere around this. But it didn't want to. It just went right away. It didn't wait for us. Going down, going down. These stocks are going down. I might just remove them. To be honest, they're not as strong as I want them to be. Velo retest of 10 SMA right here. It's not bad. SGML, good if you took it here. Yeah, Lunar is clearly leading this sector. I mean, this move. I used to like Rocket Lab better, but Lunar is just going much more than these other two. So, kind of easier to see. SOPA. The range is too small, I would say. I mean, there's basically almost no range, maybe on the hourly chart. Yeah, I guess if you look at it that way. I'd give it some time, though. I'm not Yeah, I'd give it some time. Maybe it goes, though. It can totally bounce on the 10 SMA right now. I'm just not exactly interested into rushing into anything. NRGV pulling back a bit right now at a huge run, and then yeah, okay, it's not bad. Maybe it reverses on us. With this market, can totally happen. ONDS looking pretty good. Above yesterday's high would be a good sign. If not, it's nothing terrible. Maybe Ava is going, but do I want to take this? I mean, maybe it's a semi sector. The rest of the semis are kind of doing bad, to be honest. Where is COHR? Look at this. Reversal. What about bigger ones? AMD? No. Nvidia? No. I think I'm gonna skip this. Even though even if it confirms, of course it's catalyst driven, but the rest of the sector is just not looking for it. BBI, no, it's completely out of this range. I mean, it's still within range right now. It's not worth trading, to be honest, unless you want to, trade this range here. Technically, it is starting to break out, but I'd wait until it breaks out of the bigger range. It's the type of move I'm interested in to, you know, look at this weekly chart right here. It's almost perfect. So I'd be interested into this breakout rather than the smaller daily one. Did something happen with SNDK? I'm not sure. I'll look it up. 33% right now on the position. Ava. If you guys want to take this one, AEVA, you can. Sizing is not terrible at all for. I mean, this looks pretty wide, but it's not bad. So if you guys want to take this, you can. Personally, I will skip it just because of the overall sector. It can, I mean, it can totally keep going though. It is catalyst driven. ALB, I mean, you could have took it today. It's a slower stock. I'm not interested into it, but it is clearly breaking out. Yeah, AVA is not bad at all. Yes, of course, it's catalyst driven. I had some good news. Stuff is a bit above ADR. It's technically not terrible. Syndicate, wow, back up. NRGV as well. Look at this. What a monster breakout. Zeta might also do the um same type of move. Oh my. What's happening with SNDK? What the? It's moving so fast. Oh my god. At this rate, wow. Almost 40% on position right now. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with this NDK. I mean, of course it's good. We have good sizing on it. But is it news driven? AI memory shorted talk? No. I don't know if something happened. I'm not seeing anything. It might hit 320 right now. Yeah, crazy move. If it holds up right like this, we'll take a trim at the end of the day, that's for sure. Crazy profits. Just hit 320. What the? 17% so far today. If you guys want to take some profits right now, you can. Personally, I will wait at the end of the day, but right now would be technically a good moment to take some small profits. Don't take a huge amount of profits. Um, I'll wait at the end of the day just to follow the rules. Currently, 40% of the profits right now on the position for me. NRGV already up 8% or so, and then ONDS like 30%. Oh God, what a day! Yeah, NRGV is doing very good. Yeah, for those that took it, it's look. I mean, it looks like it wants to go. Looks pretty good for now. QBTS doesn't move much. It just got 2 cents above yesterday's high. Buying weekly breakouts. I mean, it doesn't. Basically, a weekly breakout is the same exact thing as like a daily breakout, just on a bigger time frame. So I don't. I mean, there's not much difference other than your time frame being longer. You're probably going to swing them for longer, unless you're doing options. You're trading some, smaller, quicker move, faster moves. But you can trade weekly breakouts on the daily time frame as well. I don't think it would be safer. I just think it would be different. Like for example, BBAI, good example right here. We talked about that this morning. If we look at it this way, it kind of is trying to break out of this smaller daily range. I'll make this a different color so it's easier to see. No, it's not easier to see this one. Blue, yeah. So right here, blue one is the kind of a daily trend line, and the green one is kind of the bigger daily one, but it's also the weekly one. So you have your weekly breakout. If it breaks out of this weekly range, it will also break out of this bigger daily range. It's just kind of a bigger time frame. So personally, I don't really care about it that much. I just find that there's much more opportunities on the daily time frames because it's faster if you're willing to take fewer trades. You can take weekly breakouts for sure. Yeah, of course. My biggest one was RGTI here. Was this a weekly breakout? I personally traded this off the daily one though. I guess there was this weekly here. Yeah, but when the daily breakout just goes on so much, it usually breaks out of the weekly as well. And there's kind of a correlation in that because if the better setups are the ones that are, how can I say that? The better setups are the ones that are having a bigger range, bigger, I guess. I guess yeah, a bigger range. And then if the range is big on the daily chart, well, eventually it creates a weekly one. I guess NRGV is kind of breaking out of his very, very small range, but it's not a big weekly range. It has a good daily range though. SNDK, I guess this probably was long enough to be a weekly. Sort of, yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. HYMC, very good breakout yesterday, but look at this. If on the daily chart, it's as short as this, look on the weekly, it doesn't look like anything. So that's why I skipped it yesterday because it was so short. It would have been great though. It's going up. So those that took it are in a good position. AVA, if you guys took that, I know Rick, you took that. It's doing very good right now. Good trade. Holy SNDK. What I wasn't prepared for a move like that, sub 20% today for some reason on minor news. I mean, it did have something with to do with like CES yesterday, but other than that, I'm not sure what happened. Up 40, almost 44% right now, the position. I mean, what a day. How much am I up today? Up pretty good, I would say. How much are you guys up today? Let's see in the gains. I'll share mine right now. Above a percent right now. I'll send out my position as well. My gains per position. All right, let's see. 7% on the position, Rick, for AVA. It's good. It's very good. Yeah. Makes sense though. It's a good position. It moved quite fast, up almost 32% on the day. Yeah, and RGB is pulling back a bit, but at peak it was up like 8% or so. We'll see though. It's far from our stop loss still, so as long as it doesn't stop us out, we're in good position. Right, I'm saying out my gains right now. Let's see. This and this. Looks pretty good. So QBTS, isn't moving much. The volume is actually not bad though. I mean, it's kind of average, I would say. Zeta, no. AVA, good. The rest isn't doing much. Market is actually going up though. It's a good sign. Even on QQQ, what about IWM? It's not moving much. SNDK is in DSNP though. HYMC, good continuation. Yeah. I guess that will be it for today, guys. Only thing I might take QPTS if it goes, if the volume, picks up, if it takes above yesterday's high. If I take it, I'll send out the alert. If not, well, I obviously won't send out the alert if I don't take it. But I'll, if I don't take it and it confirms, I'll alert you guys if you want to take that. Yeah. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We also have a meeting, weekly meeting tomorrow as always. But before that, we have our live trading. So I'll be active in Discord as always today. So other than that, any of you guys have other questions, setups you are looking at, positions, or is everyone good? Right. Take this as everyone is good. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day, and we're doing good so far this year. hopefully we can keep up the momentum going. All right, see you guys.